Stormtroopers! On the double! Fire!
Hello there, this is Todd from the Scoundrel's Cantina, and welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be going over Obi-Wan Kenobi's encounter with the Jedi Purge survivor A'Sharad Hett turned Tusken Raider Warlord while he was in exile on Tatooine. As always, we're mixing the expanded universe and canon because we believe that there's no reason why most of it can't fit together. So anyway, let's begin. 19 years before the Battle of Yavin, in the final moments of the Clone Wars, Chancellor Palpatine, aka the Dark Lord the Sith Darth Sidious, issued a top-secret command known as Order 66 to the entire clone army. The order triggered the inhibitor chips that were secretly installed into the clones' brains during their growth period on Kamino, which would force them to obey Order 66 and assassinate their Jedi generals, which they did for the most part quite successfully. A Jedi Knight known as A'Sharad Hett, who was a human Jedi raised by Tusken Raiders, was on a scouting mission near Separatist lines when Order 66 was given, so he was away from the clone troopers who were under his command. Soon enough, A'Sharad would both feel and witness the deaths of numerous of his Jedi comrades as he made his way back to the troopers who were under his command and killed all of them except for one. He kept the one trooper alive long enough to find out what had truly transpired and why they had done this, after which he eliminated him as well. Hett then attempted to reach out through the Force to other Jedi but felt nothing, as if a light had gone out in the galaxy. Because of this, he set out to plan his own private war against the newly formed Galactic Empire and the Emperor himself. Believing himself to be the only Jedi to have survived Order 66, Hett made his way back to his homeworld of Tatooine and once again donned the wrappings of a Tusken Raider, just like his father had done before him. He eventually united several Tusken Raider clans and proclaimed himself a warlord in response to an age-old war of the Tuskens and settlers of Tatooine. A'Sharad led his war bands in retaliation against the human settlements that encroached on Tusken land and gained much of it back for the following 2 years. Under his leadership, the Tusken Raiders became a feared fighting unit that took back what they believed was rightfully theirs by force. In 17 BBY, through fragmented reports, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who was in exile on Tatooine, watching over the son of Anakin Skywalker, learned that the Tusken Raiders had attacked 3 moisture farms and killed 7 farmers in a single day, not too far from the Lars homestead. Kenobi sensed a strong presence in the Force on the desert planet, thinking it might be a Sith, not knowing it was actually an old Jedi comrade from the Clone Wars. Nonetheless, he was determined to stay close to the Lars homestead in case danger came, searching for the 2-year-old Luke Skywalker and his aunt and uncle. As Kenobi went on his way towards the Lars homestead, he came across the Valley of the Spirits, which was where he was approached by the spirit of his old Jedi master, Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon told Kenobi about the slaughter that Anakin Skywalker committed on the Tusken Raiders here, and how he had only ever shared this information with the Tusken-turned-Jedi A'Sharad Hett during the Clone Wars. Slowly putting the pieces together, Kenobi asked Jinn if Anakin had slaughtered the members of Asharad's tribe, to which Qui-Gon wouldn't give him an answer. Obi-Wan then continued on his route towards the Lars homestead, intent on being between Hett and the Lars family. Eventually, A'Sharad Hett and his warband arrived to the Lars family home, and to Hett's surprise were halted by none other than Obi-Wan Kenobi, who had seemingly also chosen Tatooine to hide from the Galactic Empire during the Great Jedi Purge. A'Sharad got off his bantha and greeted Kenobi, to which Obi-Wan shared with him his fear that Hett was slowly falling to the dark side by being a warlord and becoming the very thing he swore to fight against. He continued by asking him to stop this crusade against the settlers of Tatooine, although Hett refused to listen to Kenobi, arguing that he was doing a Jedi's job, which was to defend those who were wronged like the Tusken Raiders were by the rest of the inhabitants of Tatooine. Refusing to forgive the settlers whom he had witnessed killing countless Tuskens, Hett told Kenobi that he would continue this war no matter what. Obi-Wan Kenobi, doing what he must, ignited his lightsaber, as did the Tusken Raider Warlord. The 2 former allies fought a vicious duel in the sand surrounding the Lars moisture farm as the entire Tusken army watched. The fight lasted several minutes as both of the Jedi demonstrated the skills they had learned throughout their Jedi training, as well as the Clone Wars. Both of them gave and received hits by the other, although Kenobi proved to be the more skilled swordsman as he was one of the greatest Aresu practitioners of the era, which was the defensive form of lightsaber combat. In the end, Obi-Wan sliced off Hett's right arm, which was known as Cho Muk, as well as force pushed him at the same time, all the while tearing off his Tusken wrappings and exposing his flesh. In Tusken Raider culture, it was forbidden and seen as a disgrace to reveal one's skin in any way, and also, since A'Sharad now only had one arm, he was no longer able to wield the Gaffi stick, the traditional weapon of the Tuskens, therefore he could no longer be their warlord. Having witnessed their leader defeated and defaced at the hands of a stranger, the Tusken army left Hett at the mercy of Obi-Wan Kenobi, as he was now an outcast. Because of this, Hett asked Obi-Wan to kill him, thus giving him an honorable death in the traditions of the Tuskens. Even though Hett would not have hesitated to kill Kenobi given the chance, Obi-Wan could not kill his old friend. Instead, Kenobi made Hett swear on the honor of his father that he would leave Tatooine and never return, hoping that A'Sharad would see the error of his ways and again take up the Jedi way. Years later, Hett would find out that the moisture farm Kenobi was defending had concealed the son of Anakin Skywalker, and also that Anakin was in fact Darth Vader, the Dark Lord of the Sith, an apprentice of Darth Sidious, who was responsible for countless Jedi deaths. Because of this, he regretted keeping Anakin Skywalker's secret of how he massacred a tribe of Tuskens that killed his mother. Anyway guys, this is it on the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new about the vast galaxy of Star Wars. If you enjoy our content, make sure to check out our second lore channel, The Crossroads Inn, and if you want to watch more videos like this one, the links to the playlist of our other Star Wars stories and videos will be down below. Also, if you want to support this channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one, and remember guys, God is awesome, may the Force be with you always, and we'll see you in another video. You Rebel Scum.
This party's over.